Welcome to this program on patents. Patents is the most significant form of intellectual property which encourages creativity in science and technology. Patent has come from the word pater, which means to open. In today's session, we will talk about what is a patent, what are the different forms of patent, what are the different ways of obtaining a patent in India as well as in other countries, and how we can protect a patent, specification, complete and provisional, and how to defend a patent. So, as we know that patent is something which comes from inventions. If you have invented something and you want your invention to be protected, you need to go for a patenting. So, that is why ideas or new technologies which we invent, we go for a protection of those ideas through patenting our work. In our studio, today we have with us expert Mr. Parmar, who will explain us the different aspects of patenting. Mr. Parmar is a head legal counsel of Lex Orbis. He was also working as a technical member of IPAB. Before joining IPAB, he has worked with Indian Patent Office for 27 years. Mr. Parmar has also been instrumental in writing, and he was also involved in several decisions. Well, the first question which I'd like to know, what are those inventions which can be patented? I have any idea in my mind. Can I go for a patenting, and where I have to go for a patenting? For a layman, it is very important to understand that what are those ideas which can be patented. So, Mr. Parmar, please tell us that if I have an idea, can I go for a patent?
Thank you for calling me, first of all, and it's my pleasure to be here in this program. Madam, this subject is really good to be taught, but sometimes we also feel that whatever we have done in our daily life, and there is something innovative in that, and all those small innovations which ease our life, which add ease to our life, are ideas for which patent can be obtained. But basically, the patents are for the things which we want to improve our life, and whether it is a small needle or it's a big ship or it's a plane. Any idea which you feel you can improve the life of the human being is a patentable idea.
So, whenever there is a new idea in our mind, we go for a patenting. So, as I wanted to ask you, that is idea and innovation the same thing, or they are the two faces of the same coin, or do we consider ideas different from innovations? How is an innovation different from idea?
Idea is here. Invention is what you produce in the market.
Exactly.
So, what you come in the market as a product, you perceive here, conceive it, and finally you produce a product or a process which is used by the public. So, the industrial application. So, then that is called innovation and invention. Those are the inventions. Idea is not patentable, only invention. When you put it to practice.
That means innovation is related with entrepreneurship?
Yeah, it is to that extent, because
when we talk about marketability.
Yeah, definitely. Marketability is one of the issue, but the putting into practice is first thing.
So, again, we can say that patent increases the technology. It also adds to the economic development of a country, as well as FDI processes, technology transfer, and business and enterprises.
Truly.
So, that is why it is very important to obtain a patent when you have done a new invention or new technology. As we see that new technologies are often coming in the market. So, how important, or how we can say, how often do we get a patent, or we are into the patent?
Basically, the inventions are coming daily. Everyone is doing something new every time. And going to patent office is sometimes difficult for smaller people. They don't go there and they simply carry on their work. But the moment the person wants to be more innovative, start an enterprise, so he will just build his enterprise on a patented subject matter. And it will add to the economy, his own economy and also the development of the country. And the ideas which are floating around you, you have to pick the best ones so that you can improve the public, and you find the faults in the old ideas and bring the new improvement in those ideas. These are all patentable ideas. So, these can be patented in that sense.
So, ideas can be patented. But when we talk about copyrights, ideas cannot be patented. So, is it that ideas, any idea Any idea can be patented. So how can we find out that this idea can be patentable?
That idea
or
which
these
you
ideas are
want,
patentable.
sorry, the idea which you want to patent must go little further. So you have to put into practice. So it should be a product or a process. Simply something in your mind may not be a patentable subject matter.
Right.
Subject matter is only the product or process, and which you can put into practice.
Is it earlier the process patent was not available? So how do you think? I mean, is it necessary that we need to have a process or a product for a patent? But earlier it was not patentable. A process was not patentable.
No, it was product, not for. Product was not patentable earlier. For those products, processes were allowed. That was done as a sort of a strategy, because for getting a product you can use a different processes. So you different processes you can use to get a product. So that was the regime which was followed in India for a longer time, from 70 onwards, and that is for the particularly chemical, food and drugs. These drugs were there. For those different way of making drugs were possible. That is why they were not blocking. Once one product is patented, so it will not block the other ones coming from the different route by the different process.
So the basic essentialities of patentability are that it should be a new thing.
Yeah.
It should be novel.
Novel.
Novelty is a very important aspect of
Yes,
patentability.
it's true.
The second aspect is non-obviousness.
Yes.
And the third is industrial application. So if your invention is not industrially applicable, or it is not novel, or it is not having non-obviousness, then your invention cannot be patented. Is it
Yeah, calling that as an invention sometimes raises a question, because invention particularly is now synonymous with patent. Once you talk about invention, we talk, yes, it should be a patentable invention, so that you can patent it and you can prevent others from making, using and selling it, and or you can give a license to others and earn profit from that. So basic requirement of the invention is the new, inventive and the industrial application.
right? So if it is not benefiting the masses at a whole as in a larger form, then definitely it cannot be patentable, because
People
if
will
it's
not
only
use,
benefiting,
people will not use it at all, because if you are having an idea which you cannot sell in the market,
Yes.
there's no point in having patent for those ideas which
Right.
you cannot sell.
so anything which can be saleable, that is why we talk about
Saleable, yes,
entrepreneurship,
particularly.
and which is benefiting the masses at a whole.
Useful to the human being particularly.
Right.
You improve the life of the human being. That's more important than having an invention for something which will be used later on.
Okay.
Say after 20 years, 30 years, possible, because you will have inventions which are used later also.
Right.
But immediate use is always good.
So is there a procedure for obtaining a patent?
Yeah, you can go to the patent office, file an application through electronically, because nowadays electronical applications are there.
Right.
And not only that, you will get a fees benefit also if you don't have to use papers.
Okay.
Even the processes also are electronic. So the system will guide you while writing the form, where you have to fill up which form and how you have to fill it up. All the things are now electronic.
Is it very expensive to get a patent?
Not very expensive. If I think for the individual person or a startup, it's 4,000 rupees for filing an application, and the cost is of prosecution also is not that much high.
Mr. Parmar, I would like to ask you a question on specifications, because I find that specification is a very important aspect of patenting. Writing a claim is very difficult, and not any layman can write down a claim, because claim is a very important aspect of patenting.
Yeah.
So how importantly, or how much it depends upon a claim to obtain a patent? Because I think claims, they allow you to have the patent, because you have to define what you're actually obtaining a patent for.
Yeah. Basically, once you got an idea, then you have to put it to practice and to showcase it. For the purpose of showcasing, you must write it down, because we know what we write down.
Right.
So writing down in a format which will be easily understood by the layman or the person who is in the same art.
Right.
So that is the basic purpose of writing the specification. So specification will tell what is my invention. So writing a specification, complete specification we call it, you have to be very careful. You have to first draw what you have done, and then find some fault with others, and then write out what are the best possible methods by which you can make it. and also write the claims where others should not transgress. Trespass.
Right.
So that writing is little sometimes legally and technical matter. Writing a specification is a purely technical subject, but claiming it is a techno-legal matter.
Exactly.
And you can take help of the patent attorneys who are in the patent agents are there, who are in the patent office after doing that exams are conducted, and they are qualified attorneys
as a patent agent.
You can do also yourself.
Of course.
There's no harm.
If you are equipped with this aspect, then definitely you can also write your own claims.
Government is also helping now. Those who are not
obtaining
very
patent.
For obtaining patent, they are specified. Some patent agents they are helping you
because it helps
schemes
grow the economy also.
Some there specialized patents are there. Schemes are startups. They can go to straight away. They can go to the patent attorney. They will charge also less.
The new government is pro.
It's a pro development.
Right. So one thing I wanted to ask you, that if before, for example, I'm not very clear about my claim, or I'm not, so I'm not filing my complete specification. Can I go for a provisional one? In the provisional specification, what have I to do, and how much time do I get for filing a complete specification? Because sometimes the person is not very clear about what he wants. He is, of course, having an idea, but he's not very clear about the complete specification or the complete claim he's talking about the patenting. So can he go for a provisional and get some time to jot down his ideas or to show it to the people, to the patent office, that what he has actually developed?
Yeah, it's possible, because date of filing is very important, because from that date you bar others. Because that's the date. Date of filing is very important as far as, because that decides the date of your invention. Before that date, if somebody has done, you will not get patent. But after that, if somebody makes that invention, he will not get patent.
Okay.
So the moment you got an idea, so you have to rush, because it's a cutthroat competitions are there. So you should straight away go to the patent office, and some gist of your invention, what you know about invention, you can give it to the in writing on a piece of paper. Fill it up and give it to the patent, or you can use the electronic means and then submit it to the patent office. And after that, you get 12 months time to develop your invention, develop the technology which you want to make it, and also examples if you want to give, or you want to conduct some experiments, that also you can include in those areas. So that will be sufficient time for you. In the meantime, if you can file many provisionals, 1, 2, 3, 4, and after that join them together and file one complete specification. So that gives you an idea that you can cover more things, but you can protect the date.
Okay. So there's one more important thing, that you should not disclose your invention to anyone. That most of the time what happens, that if we know something or if we have an idea, we go and disclose it in the seminars and conferences and tell about the idea. So most of the people come to know about our idea. So I would just have a word of caution that one should not disclose the idea before writing a provisional. It's always, if you have an idea, go for a provisional, and once it is disclosed by the patent office, then only you can go for a disclosure, is it?
Yeah, it is always advisable that you should not disclose, because once you have disclosed, it comes in the public domain.
Right.
What is in the public domain, you cannot take it back.
Right.
So patents are granted only for the things which are not in public domain. That is the first basic principle of having
novelty is very important.
Novelty is important. But in some cases where you publish it in a authorized or the gazettes or the journals which are special journals for those areas. So in that journals you can have a time of 12 months. Within 12 months you can come back and file it. But that is only for the protection of a grace period is there for 12 months. But always first file in the patent office, and in case very at most necessary, you have to go urgently to a conference and then you showcase yourself there. But immediately you come and file it, because you get a period of 12-month grace period for that purpose.
And you also have to write down the advantages and disadvantages of your patenting, because when you're doing an innovation or you're inventing something over a technology which is already existing, so you also have to write down what are the advantages of your new technology which you're showing it to the public. And if it is having some disadvantage, it is always advisable to write down that disadvantages also. Don't you think it's important?
So your technique of writing is very important in patents, because you have to describe your invention, find fault with others. The moment you find fault with others, you get a better chance of getting a patent, because you have showcased that this was the technology earlier, this was the problem, I have solved this problem, this is the way I have solved it, and finally I want, this is my area which I want to obtain patent for.
But most of the time, it's not advantages only. Sometimes it also happens that you are solving a problem, but at the same time, it is having disadvantages too. So you also have to mention out the disadvantages of your inventions.
It's not a necessity. Let public decide what disadvantages you have.
Okay.
But you have to find fault with others, and then only you can showcase this is my invention, and this is an improvement which is inventive over those, and that's why you can get the examiner who is going to examine the patent, he will always look for the prior art.
Okay.
And he will find, okay, this is the area, yes, his problem was there, so he has solved this problem.
Right.
So once you have solved a problem, and solving a problem is always a patentable subject matter.
Okay, Mr. Parmar, I also like to know that is there a procedure by the patent office board or something, or the controller, how to give a patent? Do they examine the specification or ask the person who is invented to do something before them to show that the person who is a patentee is the original person who has actually patented, who is actually doing this? Because there are ways that, or there are times when people can go for can lie also. So how do they examine that this is the only person who has actually invented the thing?
Actually, you have to give an undertaking there that I am the first and sole inventor.
Okay.
So we believe in that undertaking.
Okay.
So if you are lying, if you lie something, later on if you have if somebody tells that he has obtained a patent by fraud, so patent will be revoked. So it's a way it will be revoked. But only thing is that you must, that's the first thing you have to say.
Okay.
Because there is one line in the every form that what I am saying is correct to best of my knowledge.
So is it important that only the person who is actually invented can go for a patent?
Yes.
Or
individual is very important in patent. A person should be there. Patents are granted only to the person, individual person.
Okay. So can a heir of a patent?
He can assign it to the companies, he can assign it to others, but individual is always supreme in patent law.
That means a legal representative of a patentee can.
He can legally assign it on behalf.
And for example, if a person is dead, but he has written something,
his legal heirs.
His legal heir can go forward. So in other words, we can say that you can ask somebody else to represent for yourself.
Yes, same way.
The patentee.
Yes, patentee
on
can
behalf
ask.
of the patentee.
He is very much, he is a illiterate person, he doesn't know how to write. So he can assign it to you, you can draft it for me.
On behalf of him.
Yeah, or you can hire a patent attorney, he can do, that also can be done.
But only on behalf of the person.
On behalf of the person, but individual should be there. He's the
His
first
name should
person.
be there.
Inventor is the individual only.
Okay. So and he
Machines cannot invent.
Definitely.
Nowadays the things are coming that AI, artificial intelligence, they are machines. The people are thinking that artificial machine is not a machine.
But that is also
it's not a human being, but they are also inventing.
Of course, but
there is
artificial
a possibility,
intelligence is also invented by someone.
Yeah, it will take some time to understand. But so far as patent laws are concerned, they are only individuals. Even in all other countries, individuals are always important.
Right.
Human being is the person who can invent.
So at what time, what is the term of a patent? In India as well as in other countries, are there different terms for a patent in
It is
other
now
countries?
20 years in all other countries. In some countries, they have a provision of extension, but in all other countries, 20 years.
So after 20 years, the patent comes to the domain, public domain, so
Yeah,
anybody can use it
it becomes
exploit
a public property. It becomes a public. That's why a person who invented something, he should keep on changing.
Okay.
He can
Innovating
improving.
Right.
So that improvements in a patent is always important. So that you bring a complete set of patents for you. So that the portfolio is such robust that you can have.
Yes.
You can see the Nokia. You can see the growing of all other companies.
Right.
Because they have complete Intel.
Yes.
These
So
are
they've been inventing,
they were
inventing, because you cannot stop. And people who are out of it, who haven't progressed according to the market, they are out of the competition. We always see that.
Nokia is now come out of because they are not innovating further.
Definitely.
So it happens. So certain companies,
have to
just
be in the
like you can see, the Polaroid cameras were there.
Right.
They are now no more Polaroid cameras. Now the cameras are almost gone, except
all the digital cameras
come.
Right.
So technologies are changing so fast.
Moving very fast.
And so this is happening. So that is why you have to, life of a patent is 20 years. But 20 years is, you should not wait for 20 years. Keep on improving so that you build up your own portfolio, and that you can use it for the purpose of
Exactly.
improving in the same area
Right.
and staying dominant in that area. That's important.
Just give us some light on what are the different types of patents. Are plant patents patentable in India? At one point of time, we could only hear that India is not patenting plant patents. US was always patenting, like we had the neem, and which was the traditional knowledge of India. They were patenting them. So, are plant patents now patentable in India?
No, plant, animals, and part thereof are not patentable in India. Not patentable.
Still not patentable.
Only the improvements in the microorganisms or the GMOs we call them,
Right.
or genetically modified plants, or the plants which are modified plants. The possibility of getting them patent.
So,
is
drugs
possible.
can be patented, like in the pharma field we have in the pharma
No,
sectors.
any drug you can obtain a patent, but that drug should be efficacious. 3D you have to pass.
Right.
That is, as I told you, improvements, because drugs are now improving. Different forms of drugs are coming
And it
up.
should be cheaper
So
also.
you have to show that these drugs are efficacious.
At the same time, I think
Therapeutic efficacy has to be shown.
I think improvement, when we talk about improvement, cheaping and reaching to the access of each and everyone is also a very important aspect of patenting. I think we should be very, very clear that it's not only for ourselves that we are patenting, it is for the benefits of a larger masses.
Yeah, yeah.
So, definitely, at that time, reaching to that aspect, I would like to know what is compulsory licensing, because it is one aspect where people are exploiting their patent for their own purposes, and they are not giving it to in the public domain for the welfare of the, because this is one of the important aspects.
Because
welfare of the
as I
people.
told you, patent comes with the dominance. You get a dominant power, and with that power you can also abuse it. To check those abusing of power or misuse of power, rather, abuse is not very good word. You can say misuse of power. So, government has kept in Indian Act particularly some provisions are there by which you can obtain a compulsory license from the patentee.
Right.
It is not that we are just taking the patent invention from only the compulsory license for a limited period till he is using that dominant position. Nowadays, it is very important that you sell the thing in the market on a reasonable rate. Price should be reasonable, and it should be available to the public you should not hoard the product. Availability is also one of those.
Right.
And some essential drugs like cancer drugs should be available at a reasonable price.
Yes, exactly.
So, India has a very robust law in that sense, and one of the case which I remember was Naxalva case, where the compulsory license issues were involved, and patent office decided, controller decided that license should be granted. IPAB also was called to look into those questions. We have improved the royalty part. Remaining part was patent was said that license was allowed, even High Court and Supreme Court. So, it was kept. So, now the regime of one license, I call them sometimes, is one license regime was granted, but that is only in rare cases,
Right.
where there is no other way to check the dominant position of a person.
Friends, we've seen today in today's program that what are the different aspects of patenting, what are the different forms of patenting, different procedure for patenting, and how we can protect our patent through specifications, through claims. So, with that, we come to an end to this program. We thank our expert, Mr. Parmar.
Thank you very much for
Thank you
calling
very
me.
much
It was
for giving us insight about the different aspects of patenting.